Americans should expect to see more reported cases of monkeypox in the weeks ahead. That's the message today from the CDC. So far, agency officials say they've identified just one confirmed case of monkeypox in the U.S., but there are 4 suspected cases. The World Health Organization reports it's detected about 200 confirmed or suspected cases across at least a dozen countries in Europe and North America. U.S. health experts insist anybody can catch monkeypox. But a top CDC official says many of the cases that officials are identifying globally right now appear to be among gay or bisexual men. He warns people may at first mistake the infection for a sexually transmitted disease. He says anybody who develops a rash or lesions like these should see a doctor. CDC reports it's now in the process of releasing about 1,000 vaccine doses from a strategic national stockpile that's been approved for monkeypox.
We're in a better position with monkeypox than we had been with something like COVID, which of course is a totally novel virus. Monkeypox we've known about for a long time. It is part of the same family as the smallpox virus. And so there are actually 2 already approved vaccines that could potentially and are already in some cases being deployed to help with this current outbreak. Now, one of them is already cleared in the United States for both smallpox and monkeypox. That's the one made by Bavarian Nordic there. And you can see that company's stock is up 36% over the last week as all of this news of mounting cases has come out. Emergent Biosolutions is the maker of an older smallpox vaccine called ACAM 2000. That one is just cleared for smallpox, but both of them thought to be able to potentially be deployed for both. Now, there are therapeutics as well for smallpox and cleared in some countries for monkeypox. In addition, SIGA Technologies makes the one that's cleared for both. That's a drug called TPOX. And Chimerix made another one called brincidofovir or Tembexa that actually Emergent Biosolutions just acquired the rights to in smallpox. But you can see both of those stocks up a lot. Chimerix is a very small market cap, $200 million. We normally wouldn't mention it, but because of its involvement, we are. And guys, Moderna is not totally out of this. Some of the familiar names in COVID. Moderna announcing yesterday that it is in preclinical stages of looking at potential monkeypox vaccines because the WHO and other global health leaders have said this is such an important disease to potentially look at. I also checked in with Regeneron. It says right now it's following the situation closely and evaluating if there's a role for monoclonal antibodies, guys. So we're seeing the pharmaceutical industry rev into action here. It's not expected that monkeypox could reach the level of COVID in terms of the number of people that it infects and affects. You know, right now the case numbers are still pretty small, but there are concerns about whether, you know, we're seeing different ways potentially that this is spreading. And so people in the public health world are watching this very closely because smallpox is the only virus that we as humanity have ever eradicated. We eradicated it in 1980. And there's been a thought that is there this sort of ecological niche that could be filled by monkeypox? Will it start to afflict countries more? It is endemic in certain parts of Africa, but there's a concern that as we are seeing it spread in Europe and the United States and other areas, could it get into the animal population and become endemic to us as well? So that's what people are watching.